Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stand. Bit of a different backdrop for a video like this. This is your 7 AM. Now, you would have been watching Beth and Charlie go at it in terms of Manchester United and their hunt this summer for a new striker. Kane, Osimhen, I mean, what can you say? Both players would improve Manchester United. I'm just going to throw different names into the hat. I'm going to be devil's advocate with this. Now, before I start, everyone knows I love Harry Kane. I think he's one of the best strikers, if not the best striker in the Premier League. And he does have his plus points as to why he would come to United. I'm not going to defend Charlie's corner. I'm not going to defend Beth's corner. I'm just going to throw my name in the hat of a different option, looking at it in a different way. And the problem I've got with Kane and Osimhen is it's like Melissa from Sky Sports just did a report on the problems with Harry Kane and pursuing everything striker-wise for Manchester United is going to bring this summer. And issues pursuing strikers is always going to be the problem. They're the big names, they're the ones that fetch the big money, and are always going to be the long drawn out sagas of the summer. What we don't need at Manchester United is another Frenkie de Jong, another Jadon Sancho with the Harry Kane. Osimhen, I think we're just going to get put back straight away instantly. I think Napoli are just going to go, they want stupid amounts of money. Manchester United, with the financial fair play set up for this summer, are just not going to go for it. I don't think we can afford it. And I think that's where we are with Harry Kane as well. Manchester United, that is, cannot afford another saga. The way that things are going with the ownership and everything else that's going on right now at the football club, yeah, if the new ownership came in time for the summer transfer window, things may change, but financial fair play is there to stay. It's the second year of UEFA's new rules where we have to coincide with them, with wages, with agents' fees and everything, and the turnover needs to show a certain percentage. It's the second year in, so that percentage is shortened, so Manchester United have to thin the books. This is why we're hearing about the contract talks all the time. So United looking at a striker of the likes of Kane and Osimhen, it's good and well, and it's what Manchester United should be doing. It's good to talk about, but Manchester United, as we know, like we just said then, the sagas involved in big name players just absolutely drain the life out of everyone at the football club, mainly the fans, hearing one story from one week to the next. Remember doing the tour in Asia talking about Frenkie de Jong, moving across to Australia, then to Norway, still talking about Frenkie de Jong, back into Manchester. Still no signing. We're starting the season the next week, and then Anthony's being rushed in. No Frenkie de Jong. Casemiro came in literally just before the Liverpool game. That's what we don't need. We need organisation. We've got a manager that's proved exactly why he's at Manchester United in Erik ten Hag. We've got a manager who's organised. His philosophy is down to minor detail for every player, and he knows everything about every player. Let's give him the tools to take United to that next level. I've just been in a press conference before the Real Betis game with Ten Hag talking about, he was asked about what it's going to take for Manchester United to move to that next level. Can you say with a certain number of players, a certain type of player, that to Manchester United fans, you are going to be competing? Well, that striker is what's needed. Now, I'm looking at Kane and Osimhen. Good, well, Beth and Charlie have covered them. We know the plus points. I just say, I don't want a saga. I really don't. I haven't got the energy for it. I don't think many United fans have. So we have to look at other realistic options. The first option I would look at would be obviously signing on Wout Weghorst. Now, give me a chance. I know what you're going to say. He isn't a Manchester United player, but he's an option as a squad player if you added another striker to that. Now, I'm going to bring up the name Jonathan David. Obviously, people are like, whoa, Adam, calm down. Ligue 1, yeah, he's having an all right season. Well, he's just broke Lille's scoring record. He's overtaken Eden Hazard on that one. He is leading the goal scoring chart in Ligue 1, and we know the calibre of player, especially forward-wise, that he's competing with. I'm talking Mbappe, I'm talking Lionel Messi, I'm talking Neymar at PSG. He's ahead of all them and level at best with them in terms of goals scored. Now, I'm not stupid. I know goal contributions for Messi, Neymar, with the assists and goals combined, are more than Jonathan David, but we've got assists in abundance in Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes. We don't need the creative players. We need that fox in the box, that guy who's going to score them goals, a robust, hard-working, in Ten Hag's system striker. Now, David fits all of that mould. Whether he is the calibre of striker that you think is right for Manchester United is a different story. We could probably talk about who the strikers are that United should be looking at, the stature of the football club. Is there a big statement signing this summer? It's a different video altogether. I'm giving you a second option. I talked about it on a live show the other day as to why Kane is good enough to come to Manchester United and why United should go and get him. Osimhen the same. I would take the younger option and build for the future, but I don't feel like the price is going to be right for either one of them players, and I think we'll get priced out of the market. Whereas 2 years left on his contract, Jonathan David looking to make that next step. He isn't going to go anywhere else in France. United need to be ahead of certain teams because there will be lookers and there will be takers for Jonathan David. Is he worth spending that a little bit less, maybe that 40-50 million pound mark, and luring him to Manchester United? We know he would come to United if the offer came in. Talking to people who we know and people in Canada and everything about Jonathan David, he would jump at the chance to go to Manchester United. You've got to ask yourself, is he the type of striker that you want? Are you getting carried away by the glitz and glamour of new owners coming in and Manchester United needing that big name, the Osimhen, the Kane? Are you getting carried away with that? Because there has to be another option for United. There has to be. And I think he's a balance in between spending a decent amount on another striker. And let's not forget, we have to deal with Martial yet. If Martial is going to be hanging around, he's another striker that we've got there which could come in and help us. We would have, obviously, Rashford who can play 9. We would have Weghorst if we make that happen. And we could bring in Jonathan David. There's about 50 million spent, Weghorst and David, possibly 60 million. Is that enough for us? It's another option, and he is a good striker. His goal record speaks for itself. He's improved every single season he's been at Lille. 3 years now, improved every single season on his stats, on his goal scoring stats. It's goals we need. It's an out-and-out striker. He doesn't do much else. Like I said, he's only got 4 assists all season. He just scores goals. And that's what we want. We need a player in that box, that 18-yard box, 6-yard box, who's going to put that ball in the net and take them chances. If we just have that strict rule where he is going to be just there and fits Ten Hag's system where the creative and the fast players work around him, there you go. That's the player we need. Option number 2. And you could say keep Weghorst with this as well, but Vlahovic from Juventus. Obviously, he's not scored as many goals. He has missed 10 games this season through injury, so we'll have to take that into consideration. Another 23-year-old like Jonathan David, a player for the future, a solid number 9/10 for me. I think he can play both roles. He holds the ball up superbly. He had a very good World Cup as well, scored a great goal. Was it against Croatia? I can't remember who it was against now, actually. No, it might have been, I can't remember the game, what it was, but he scored a great goal in that and showed his quality. He is coming into form again. Now, Juventus, obviously with the issues off the pitch right now, it's not helping things. It's not helping anyone there at that football club. So the players are obviously having to deal with it. They had the point deduction, but they're on the way back. Still in the Europa League, funnily enough, and we could actually get a good taste of what he's like if we get him in the next round, if all goes well here on the pitch tomorrow night. The result would have already been in by the time you watch this video, I think, anyway. But you look at, oh, maybe not. I'm just getting a nod. Never know. You never know. Anyway, but watching Vlahovic play, I think he's another player that could fit that mould of player that Erik Ten Hag wants. Works hard, holds the ball up, can play different roles, and I think he's the closest to Harry Kane's style of play that you can get at a cheaper option. Or can you get him cheap? If somehow Juventus manage to battle their way back to Champions League football, get back in there into their top 4, get back in, does that mean that is then impossible to bring Vlahovic in? Because I'm looking at Vlahovic under the circumstances of them not making the Champions League and him wanting to be back at the top tier of football, playing at the best in a progressive team like Manchester United. I just feel like that type of player under Ten Hag again. I mean, I love Mitrovic. I think he would be a great player for United. But I just feel like Vlahovic, there's something going on at Juventus where I think you can actually get in there if you're clever enough and savvy enough and get that deal done. I just feel like that is a realistic option for Manchester United. He brings goals, he brings link-up play, and alongside of Weghorst, if you wanted to keep him as well, you've got a few more options in that front line. Could we then spend a little bit more money in midfield with the players then that we are looking to get rid of? That's how I would look at it. We have to be clever. We have to be smart in this transfer window. Ten Hag's second season off the back of a very, very impressive first season, the way it's going. Yeah, I can't look into a crystal ball and tell you exactly how this season is going to end, but it's already been better than last season. We're only 8 points off now before this Betis game in the league from what we finished for the whole of last season. 1 win away from how many wins we had in the whole of last season. So looking at that, Ten Hag needs backing. Planning needs to be in place, in position. Even Fabrizio Romano, when he was talking to Beth on the show the other day, talked about how Tottenham are looking to give Harry Kane a new contract. There's going to be suitors for Osimhen. Clubs probably in better financial position than us Do we want to be joining in with that? Do we want to be messing around like we was last summer with Frankie de Jong? I don't think we do. We need to look elsewhere as well. If it's there and the option's there, go get it done. Go get the money done. Pay what's needed to be paid. Don't hang around, messing around, getting in the way. Ten Hag had one player all pre-season to work with. One new player. That's it. That's all he had. We want everyone in before the tour in the States in place so Ten Hag can get ready for next season, and it will be an improvement on this season, which is saying something. But you've got to put your money where your mouth is, and you've got to put them players in his squad so this man can work his magic. It's an option, guys. 2 more for you there. Let me know what you think. Keeping Weghorst, bringing Vlahovic in, Jonathan David, Osimhen and Kane would be nice, as Beth and Charlie have put out in their good points from their video they did the other day. We need another plan, because I don't think United are up for another saga. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in below, everybody. Like, share and subscribe to the United Stand. As always, cheers for tuning in.